Well, hello there. Thank you so much for joining me today. I've got so many fun things to share. First and foremost, my name is Lori Conway, otherwise known as Crazy Busy Mama. So as you're hopping on, say hello. Let me know where you're tuning in from. Hello, Tanya. Hello, Elizabeth, Elaine, Lynette. How are you all doing today? Are you home with the kiddos for the umpteenth snow day in a row? Like me? Yeah. And I just decided, you know what? I'm going to get ready. I'm going to put something fun and cute and Valentine's Day-ish on. And I'm going to show you how to do a few things with my fun frother machine that y'all ask me all the time when I make my coffee in the morning. How do you get that amazing froth? I'm going to show you how to do that, do a tutorial. But I also have a lot of other fun Valentine's Day kitchen finds for you, your household, not just for Valentine's Day, but I think would be great for other seasons in the year too. But I got love on my brain right now. So as you're tuning in, let me know that you're on. Let me know where you're tuning in from. Have you ever watched Amazon Live before? I would love to hear you say that too. If you have, or if you're a first timer, let me know. I will tell you ahead of time, I do have kids and they are home, and I just heard my son yelling because he's a gamer. So you may hear real life in the background. Just a heads up, I am a crazy busy mama. Okay, so without further ado, I'm gonna jump into a couple of things and then I'm gonna start my kind of tutorial with my frothing machine here in just a second. But a couple of things that I wanna show you that one of them just got in stock. A couple I have used a few times, and I'm getting ready to make some recipes in these fun little ramkins here in just a second. But this first product that I want to share with you, who loves handwritten recipes? I know they're kind of a thing of the past, but what I love is all of my handwritten recipes from family, right? I love those. I hold them near and dear to my heart. And recipe box are kind of a thing of the past. Well, hello there from Washington State, Elizabeth. Thanks for letting me know where you're tuning in from. Also, let me know what your weather's like. Do you feel cooped up like I do? I thought maybe some interaction, even through technology, would do me a little good today. So going back to the idea that handwritten recipes are kind of a thing of the past, but I still have some from my mom growing up that she's passed down to me, and I'm hoping to also create some handwritten recipes for my children someday with my handwriting. I think that's really important, especially family traditional recipes. So I love this little recipe box, and I love that it is a kind of a minimalist design. As you open it up, you're going to see the branding there, the Casadella, and it's just a very sleek design, which I love so much. So you can actually set it out. I love that it says on the front, it says the secret ingredient is always love. I thought that was very fitting for kind of my Valentine's Day theme. A couple things that I really love about this fun little box is the sleek design, that it's kind of cute for Valentine's Day, yes, but cute anyways. And it also has these amazing recipe dividers, and they're pink and white, which, hello, reminds me of Valentine's Day. There's also a blue one, so you can kind of divide them into. So this one I'm just getting, and I haven't quite filled out yet, but I plan to put it's kind of a resolution of mine this coming year to handwrite some of my recipes. Now I have them all on my blog site and all things like that, but I think it's really important to have some to pass down from generation to generation in your family. And I love, again, they have these clear, transparent ones that you can put in your recipe card here, so that way it keeps it nice and protected in a sleeve. So when you're cooking, you can put it in there and it doesn't get like food splattered all over it. Now, I'm not saying that some of the recipe cards that I have are in perfect condition. In fact, some of the little splatters of feeling like they're really used and loved are kind of my favorite. But honestly, these are very nice because, again, it keeps it in pristine, or as much pristine condition as you can while you're cooking. And I love these little cards because it gives you an option. I'm going to try and get a little bit close here with the title of the recipe, how many it serves, prep time, cook time, and then directions. And it gives you plenty of room not to write just on the front, but the back too. And you see down here at the bottom, it says, from the kitchen of. So maybe you have a mother, a grandmother of your children that would love, send a couple of these in the mail if you don't live close by, and have her write out some family recipes. Guys, it's so cold and dry here. I'm going to be drinking water as I talk to you because my throat is dry. It's just the dry weather in here. I'm shocking everything in the house. But how fun would it be to mail out a few of these if you're not local to some family, an extended family, to be able to get some handwritten recipes and have the handwritten recipes on these cards. I just think that's awesome. So I love this little box. It's sleek in design. It has these little covers to kind of hold, and you can hold up the card here as you're cooking as well, which is really nice. So that's the first thing. And again, I'm just getting this, and I have it as a goal for 2024. Anybody set any resolutions? I know that's kind of a hard word. I talked about resolutions behind the scenes on some social media channels, and I got a little bit of hate. I'm gonna be really honest. I was like, why does that strike a chord? Is it the word resolution? And I really think that was the word resolution. Most people set goals. Most people don't set resolutions because they think of them as resolute, like it's the end all be all of things, right? And it feels so final. But I'm setting goals, whatever you want to call them this year. And my goal is to get some handwritten recipes from some loved ones, so that way I can have their handwritten recipe that's timeless, that I can pass down to my children someday. So this is the fun little recipe box. I'm loving it. It's super cute to set out. Next thing that I want to chat about is these ramkins. So I'm getting ready in the kitchen to cook up some stuff for you. Not really cook up, because honestly, you don't cook up yogurt parfaits, but I have these amazing yogurt parfaits that I'm going to put in these little ramkins. Now you can do all sorts of fun things in ramkins, and I love this design. Every one of them are slightly different. Do you see this? They are made by the Casadilla Home Inspired as well. I love their little logo there on the back. Do you see the marbling? It's just gorgeous. Nice, beautiful, sleek design. You can bake in these. You can cook in these, of course, but I'm gonna put little yogurt parfaits together with these, and I love that they have the little handles. Not all ramkins have the little handles, but imagine like a chocolate lava cake or a fun little dessert that you can individually bake and give these out. You could even use these with seasonal M&Ms in them to just set them out. These are absolutely gorgeous ramkins, and they come, let me double check, they do come in a set of 6, my friends. And so every one that you'll see here are slightly different. And I love that about it. Just the personality of all of them. This one's got a little less marbling than this one. They're not all exactly the same. And that's something that I love. You see, these one have a little bit more marbling than them. But think of all these fun little individual desserts, or a fun little charcuterie board, which I'm going to share with you, a charcuterie board that's so like no-brainer to put together here in just a moment. But can you imagine having these set out with some fun meats and cheeses? Even those like fun little individual desserts, of course, yes. But if you don't want to get that bougie and get that much involved in the kitchen, they're great little serving dishes as well for that charcuterie that just kind of elevates it just a little bit more with some festive, fun, different Valentine's Day candies, those double chocolate hearts or those M&Ms, those colors for Valentine's Day. These are absolutely gorgeous. Again, I'm getting ready to make some yogurt parfaits in these. I have kind of my kids say it's like a famous crazy busy mama parfait that I'm going to be making. I plan to this afternoon, maybe getting a little ahead of myself, if not for tomorrow morning for breakfast. And I'm going to be serving them in these fun little ramkins. I think they're just adorable. So these are great for the kitchen for all purposes, whether they're to set out to put some candies in as a little dish, to serve the individual hot chocolate lava cake in, to do the little banana pudding, some little cheesecakes, whatever you want to put in this ramkin, dips, cheeses would be great. And again, I'm doing yogurt parfaits, so be on the lookout for that recipe coming soon. But aren't these just beautiful? I love them. I know the ring light sometimes doesn't give the best. Okay, that's a good view. Isn't that gorgeous? And again, every one of them are slightly different. I just think they're so, so pretty. And I love that they have kind of the scalped, I guess is what I would call that. But I love the little handles on them. So cute. Okay, so they do come in a set of 6, very high quality, and definitely will elevate that dessert of yours for Valentine's Day. Okay, so the next one, I talked about charcuterie boards, and I talked about these ramkins being a great addition to a charcuterie board. I love this charcuterie board. How many of you No cursive on your recipes. You know what? I am just blown away of the, my kids really can't read cursive. Like they learned it for a couple of weeks in elementary school, but they've kind of done away with cursive. And I'm not really sure how I feel about that. I mean, I get it. Everything that's being typed, everything's on our phones. Everything is like, it's just kind of print. But don't we have to learn how to write our signature and read our signature and be able to read these things? Yes. Okay. So I'll take the cursive as well, but I understand that your kids or generations to come, you might keep that in mind. They may not be able to read that cursive. Okay, I got off on a rant there. This one right here is the easy charcuterie board. So let me know if you're tuning in live with me today. Do you normally make charcuterie boards? Are you overwhelmed by them? You know, before I started making charcuterie boards and realized how easy they were, I was a little overwhelmed because I would look at these ideas on like different platforms or different influencers and be like, there's no way I can make something look that good. Well, this one right here makes it a cakewalk. And what I love about this charcuterie board, a couple things, the obvious, which I'm going to go through on these, but I do love that it's bamboo. And do you see this on the back side here? It makes it really easy to pick up. So you can actually make, I'm going to move this out of the way before I do my tutorial so I don't knock these over. You can make your charcuterie board and then you can pick it up, friends. Do you see this? You can pick it up and carry it. So you're not having to worry about trying to figure out how to pick it up once you've got it built. So I do love that it has the little handles there, the little nooks that be able to grab that there. One thing that I love about this is not just that it's bamboo, and it's easy to care for. Obviously you don't want to throw this in the dishwasher because it's gonna dry out, but you shouldn't be having a bunch of, this shouldn't be like real dirty, more than just kind of a soap and rinse off kind of deal. But thank you so much for following me, Claire. Appreciate that, Marie. And Elger, thank you so much for following. And I will say to you, I go live on Amazon as an A-lister about once a week. Trying to do a couple times a week now. Well, my kids are really back in school yet. And so eventually as the year gets started, I'm going to start doing that a little bit more, but I love to share kitchen finds, kitchen essentials, especially around the holidays, different things that I'm using that are working for me with tutorials in them. I also do fashion try on hauls as well that are so fun. So make sure you follow me so you get notified when I do go live. So this, again, charcuterie board, it's so fun because it shows you how to put it together. So there's no more trying to guess or trying to make it look pretty. This board will help you make it look pretty as a no-brainer. So if you're like, where do I put my dip? It says something to dip, something sweet. You know me, I love honey. That's part of my yogurt parfait recipe, includes honey, the pure unfiltered raw honey that I use, I love. And so you can put a fun little honeycomb there. If you're not using honeycombs in your charcuterie boards, my friends, do you know honeycombs are edible? Do you know honeycombs elevate that board and make it look like you really know what you're doing? And when you use a board like this, you put it on there and it like helps you put it together. It's like a little roadmap. It says salty and crispy, so you can put some cashews there or some different types of nuts, and crispy as in crackers, fresh, it says something fresh, so you put your berries, it gives you a little berry indicator. I love it too, Catherine, I really do. I love putting charcuterie boards together too, and I used to totally overthink it, but really simple charcuterie boards are really everything. And hey, I don't know if this is okay to say or not, but sometimes we do a charcuterie board for dinner. For dinner, yes, why not? Just make it like an appetizer night. So I love this little board because it does have all these different things. Something sharp, shows you different cheeses. Something nutty, so you can put like figs or dates or even more nuts there. Something creamy, like those fun little wedge cheeses or a brie cheese there. But I just love this. And again, I've used this thing off a lot. And it wears really, really well too. Something you don't want to do is obviously put it in the dishwasher or soak it, but you definitely can wash it off with soap and water. And I love the bamboo, love it. Okay, so all things easy charcuterie board for sure. Okay, so the next one that I'm going to showcase, I have, the next lineup that I have is my frother steamer. So many of you asked me about this one, and I linked this pink one that comes in a variety of different colors, which I just got for Valentine's Day for my coffee bar, right here. And I linked this one. I also linked another one as well that's over here on my hot cocoa bar, but this is the one that I'm going to demonstrate with you today. And I want to make sure that I do have the right one. Yes, I do. I do have the right one clicked there. Catherine, I'm glad I'm not the only one. That's good. My kids love charcuteries too. I mean, something sweet, something fresh, something cheesy, something nutty. I mean, all of the food groups. Why not, right? Okay, so this little frother, I got it because it's pink and it's absolutely adorable. So a couple things and features that I want to show on this, and I'm going to take my vest off. So that way I don't feel so constricted here. So this little guy or little girl, whatever you want to call him, is fun. It's got like kind of the wood kind of look for the handle. It's pink on the outside. And I had several of you ask me, well, what happened to your white frother? Well, nothing happened to it. It's just on my hot cocoa bar because it's Valentine's Day and I wanted something pink. It's still functioning, still working perfectly, but I wanted the pink for Valentine's Day. And so I'm going to do a demonstration and give you a little bit of rundown of this little machine. So I have it plugged in right now to an extension cord. Obviously, you probably wouldn't do that. It's got a long enough cord to your normal wall when it's sitting on the countertop or by your coffee bar. But a couple of things on this before I show you exactly how to do it. Things that I do love is that you can actually, if you don't need the rest of this cord, because I hate all those cords kind of sticking out everywhere that you don't need, you can actually disguise it, kind of wrap it up on the inside, and then it has the little, outlet there to be able to put the cord back out and sit right back down. Yeah, so you can kind of adjust the cord for the length and size that you need it. I'm gonna pull this chair over here because I don't want this hanging down the weight there as I'm demonstrating it. But it's just the base here. The base has the motorized functioning part where you put it on top, really simple. So you plug it into the wall and it does this magic for you. So here's the thing. You know me, I love coffee, I love all the things, but I don't like paying high prices for coffee. But I like those fancy coffees all at home. So here's what we do. We are going to, and I'm gonna get a clear cup because I want to show you something real quick. Now, honestly, I should have just brewed a cup of coffee, but I didn't do that before I got on live with you. I had forgotten, but I'm going to show you how to make my creamer, how I make it every morning, and how I put my froth on the top of my coffee. Okay, so first things first, you'll see on the inside, there's a little black, it's like a little peg there. Now this thing comes in it, and if you do not want froth, okay, which means that very frothy stuff that you put on top of your coffee at the fancy coffee shops, and you take this little wire attachment off and you utilize just this, okay? So you're asking me, well, why would you just use this? Why would you just use that? Well, that's gonna give you warm steam milk. So if you're using half and half, you're using whipping cream, you're using creamer, you're using milk, you're using anything, then this is just gonna steam your milk. This is great, guys, for hot cocoa. So if you're like, I have a hot cocoa bar with my white frother over there that used to be at my coffee bar, and right now I do have both attachments there, but I just have the steamer attachment into that frother over there, like I would have it right here to show you, because I like to put milk in there, steam the milk so it makes it hot for my hot cocoa. Or the kids like to make the milk, steam their milk so they have hot milk for their hot cocoa. So you can do that and steam milk versus froth it, your choice completely. I'm choosing froth because I love frothy foam on top of my coffee. This is gonna heat it up, it's gonna keep it warm, it's not gonna cool your coffee down. It makes the most amazing froth or foam, whatever you wanna call it. And you just put this little attachment right back there in the middle like that. And you will see, if you can see, hopefully, yes, okay. Do you see where it says maximum, let me see if I, read it this way. Minimum, maximum, max. Okay, so that can be a little confusing. Minimum, maximum, max. So basically this means minimum, at the very bottom, it shows having that wire attachment on. So when you are frothing creamer or milk, half and half whipping cream, then the maximum is going to be right there where it shows that attachment. Do you see that? The minimum is going to show you the minimum line right down there. Why can't you fill it all the way up? Because when you're creating this froth that's amazing for your coffee, it aerates it and it grows. And the last thing that you want is putting too much in and it overspilling. I've made that mistake before. Learn from me, don't make that mistake. So right here, you'll fill it to the max line, which gives you plenty. I do the minimum line, but if you're doing steamed milk, then right there is the maximum line. And I believe, I don't know how many ounces that would be, probably about 10 ounces of steamed milk. So this little attachment, I'm gonna show you here using it kind of in action here in a moment, but do you see it's a heavy, dense froth, a lighter froth. This gives you the steaming option. And right here, do you see a snowflake? For all of those people that feel a little cooped up in the cold weather today, this makes cold foam. So if you're a cold brew drinker and you love that cold foam from you know who, and you go through the drive-thru, you want the cold foam on top, this right here makes cold foam. So you can make hot froth foam for your hot coffee or cold foam for your cold brew and have the perfect temperature for whatever you're drinking at that time. So this has been a game changer for my coffee bar for me. I've had it for a few years. My white one, I just got this one in, as I mentioned a minute ago, for Valentine's Day, but this has been a complete game changer for my coffee bar. Okay, so let me show you how I do it. So I made my own creamer yesterday, some vanilla creamer, so I'm gonna shake it up, but you can use whatever, and let me know if you have any questions. I meant to mention that earlier. If you have questions, don't hesitate to reach out or reach out here in the comments. I'll be more than happy to kind of go back through as I get time between questions and answer those for you. But I made a vanilla homemade creamer. I actually have, I think, the extract that I used. It's available on Amazon. It's Sava. And I think, let me see on my computer. I think I linked it to my live. I did. Okay, I'm going to show you really quick. I'll click on that. But it's this Sava Madagascar vanilla. Okay, so as you're seeing in that carousel, it's right there listed. And if you've not been on Amazon Live before, wherever you're viewing, maybe if you're on your computer, you'll see a kind of a carousel that goes across the bottom. If you're on your phone, you might see that on the side of your screen, okay? So just click on that, look at the products, and it will bring you right back to me when you're done looking at those products. But I did a homemade creamer, and I want to shake it up just a little bit. This little mason jar with this pour spout, I have listed in the carousel too, as I love it. If you make homemade creamer, you definitely want to be able to utilize this little girl because it's awesome and it keeps and it stores well and it has a little pour spout. So I'm gonna pour in to the minimum line, and I wish I had a camera that showed overhead so you could see that, but I did it to the minimum line. Remember, I kept my little wire attachment in because I'm making a hot foam. Okay, so I'm gonna push this little button. It takes about let me see. I'm doing this backwards. Hold on just a second. Okay, there we go. I'm doing the hot foam because I would normally have a hot coffee here with you. And I'm going to show you what this does. It takes about 90 seconds to froth and deliver the piping hot foam that you want for your coffee. Now, for those of you that use the handheld one, you can totally do that. I love these little handheld ones, and I have this listed in the carousel too. It takes you about a couple minutes versus about 60 to 90 seconds. I think it's 90 seconds on this little guy, but it doesn't heat it up for you. So this one I love to use for instant coffees or different types of proteins that I'm using in my coffees, that kind of thing, or collagen. This is a great little handheld mixer. You can mix up eggs with this. This is a great one for your coffee bar too. But again, sugar, those kinds of things. Honey, if you put honey in and you want to mix it up, this is a really good one, but it does not heat it up. And it's battery operated. I will do a demonstration here on this one in just a moment so you can kind of see what that's all about. So about 90 seconds, you're gonna get a nice hot froth, okay? And it's continuing to keep going. I love that this thing is quiet, so it's not like it's really loud like an espresso machine or anything like that. And it gives you and delivers you the most amazing foam each and every time. I will say the vanilla creamer is really easy. I got it on my site, so you're gonna go check that out if you need that written recipe. But it's basically 3 ingredients. You can have an optional 4th, but it's any kind of milk, so 2 cups of that. I use half and half because that's what I prefer. You can use a non-dairy form of milk too, so like a cashew. And that's one thing about these frothers too. So you can use cashew or real milk or whatever, dairy style milk, whatever kind of milk. And then you want to do 1.5 tablespoons of vanilla extract, and then you'll use a can of condensed sweetened condensed cream. So that's it. That is it. Now, 4th optional ingredient would be about 1/4 of a teaspoon of salt. Doesn't change the flavor. It just extends the longevity of your creamer. But I usually drink up mine pretty fast, so I don't really need that. Okay, so here's where you get your delicious foam, y'all. Do you see it's piping hot? Can you imagine? Look how much foam that gives you. Can you imagine? You probably could have shared that with another person at least. But can you imagine every morning having this foam and it's warm, it's hot, it feels amazing. Now I wish I would have brewed a hot cup of coffee so I have that available so I could sit here and drink coffee with you like we're having a fun little coffee chat. But this little frother is a game changer for my coffee bar. It like makes my bougie coffees that I love every morning. So if you're looking to elevate your little space for your coffee each and every morning, and you want to ditch the drive-through in the mornings while you're overpaying for coffee, this is definitely a game changer for that. I will mention on this, and if anybody has questions, please feel free to put them up in the chat and I'll try and go back and answer those. I get questions all the time. Well, my froth doesn't look like yours. Well, friends, my froth is different every morning because I use a different kind of creamer every morning. So this homemade creamer is going to froth a lot different than a store-bought creamer that's maybe a sugar-free creamer. Because that sugar-free creamer is a lot lighter, has more of a kind of an aerating type of ingredient. So when it's getting mixed up, it aerates it. It's a lighter, fluffier foam, okay? If you're using a heavier, dense product, you're going to get more of a cream, more of a thicker, dense foam versus an aerated kind of airy foam. I hope that makes sense. So if you're using almond milk, it doesn't froth up as high as a sugar-free dairy type of creamer, or a homemade creamer with condensed milk, or a heavy whipping cream is not going to fluff up as much as a lighter weight type of milk that you might be using. So dairy versus non-dairy is going to make a difference in the look of your foam, so keep that in mind. Heavy whipping cream, half and half is going to be whipping up a lot differently than maybe like a milk. So keep that in mind. Every one of them are going to look a little bit different. Coconut milk is a very heavy milk, which I love, but it doesn't give you a airy froth. It gives you more of a dense style of froth. So keep that in mind as you are making your froth. But that's enough for at least 2 people, if not 3. So make sure you kind of gauge that as you're making it. And there have been times, and I don't know if this is okay to do, so Amazon, don't come after me, but if I make too much and I'm the only one drinking, I just pop this into the refrigerator and I heat it back up and aerate it, froth it up the next day so I don't waste it, okay? So something to keep in mind there. Now, if you've made your own creamer, you could probably just keep it and put it back in here too. Okay. Yes, you can use any kind of milk. Any kind of milk. It's just going to froth a little bit differently. So a cashew style milk, almond milk, coconut milk, 2% whole skim. I mean, obviously, the density of your milk that you're using is going to definitely result in a different type of froth. Claire, mine always comes out hot, but no fluff. What type of milk are you using? My creamers, my sugar-free creamers, foam up really good. But my more dense style of creamers, I mean, this still froth up pretty good, and this is half and half, condensed milk. So this is kind of a heavier style of creamer than I normally would do. Okay, so I think those were the questions. The creamer I just talked about. You can go check, if you just go look up Crazy Busy Mama, you'll be able to find that. I got that listed for you. Okay, sugar for creamer. Yeah, mine always foams up real nice. Okay, so the next thing that I want to talk about, let me go ahead and showcase just really quickly this one. Now, I already talked a little bit about it, but if you're making homemade creamers or teas even, like anything that you need to like shake up, this is perfect. I love it so much. It actually, if you take this off, which I don't want to do it right now because I don't want it to be a mess, but you can put a regular mason style lid jar on the top. So it's the same size lid as every mason jar, and this has a little pour spout. And again, I love it. It's just a great way to store that creamer so you can grab it and go, and it has the handle, super easy pop up top. So that way you can pour it straight out, and it keeps in there nice and good for you, keeps it nice and fresh for you for when you need it. So this one's actually on sale right now. It shows 50% off. That's a great deal. I did not get mine for 50% off. Makes me think maybe I need a second one. Especially in the holidays, I'll do like different types of creamers, maybe a peppermint mint creamer or salted caramel creamer. Then that would definitely pay off, and I could definitely have a couple of those. This little guy is, I don't have this with me. Let me go grab it real quick. Okay, so when you're making homemade creamer, it's really important to utilize very good extracts. So I went ahead and linked this one, this Madagascar vanilla extract. Sava Trading Company is a great company that has high quality vanilla. They're known for their vanilla. I love their vanilla extract. I'm telling you, grab this. You will not be disappointed. It elevates not just your foam or your homemade creamers, but all things baking, all things in your kitchen that you're using extract for. You will not regret getting this one, that's for sure. Love it. Great high quality. And it makes a huge difference when you're making your own creamer for sure. Okay, this little guy is so cute. I actually saw it trending on social media and I had to get one. It's just adorable. Okay, so what you would do is you could just serve this. You need like a little breakfast bar with milk already like pre-portioned out for the little mini box of cereals. Think of that fun little birthday party for your kiddo or for your teens. The girls would appreciate it. And having a breakfast bar set up with fun little milk cartons with the milk in it they can pour in. But this has also been trending everywhere for making your froth. Now, you would put creamer in here, you would take this little handheld and you would simply do it like this and aerate. That's basically what it's doing. You're aerating that creamer and you're creating kind of that kind of frothy style of creamer handheld versus doing it on a machine. This is so cute. I've seen it everywhere. I had to get one. I will say it's a little, you can hear it, it feels a little flimsy, but I've had it for probably 6 months. I've used it several times and nothing's happened to it, but it's certainly not great for like toddlers. It is glass, but I thought it was really cute. So if you're a content creator and you're making different fun drinks or different fun like food things like I am, you definitely want to grab this. It's so cute, so cute. Or for a birthday party, be super fun. Okay, this next thing that I want to talk about, and I'm kind of going out of order here for myself, are these fun little, I have them over here, Quesadilla Valentine's Day heart-shaped cake pans. Okay, so I have it on my to-do list this week. Well, I did. It's now Wednesday, and the kids haven't had school all week. To make fun little brownie hearts. These are silicone baking pans. They are absolutely adorable, perfect for Valentine's Day. Think of all the fun little treats you could make in them and bake in them. And they come with a set of 9. And you have all these fun colors. You could also do just fun little projects with them. But they have these fun little oven mitt 2, to keep silicone oven mitts to keep your hands from getting hot or scorched as you're getting them out. So if you have them on a little sheet pan, you're making the fun little brownies. How cute are these? They're gonna pop up. They're gonna be perfect little brownie shape that you'll be able to decorate with all things Valentine's Day, and of course put the icing and stuff on them with the sprinkles. But these are cute for not only Valentine's Day, they're called Quesadilla Valentine's Day heart-shaped cake pans. They're a set of 9. I believe this is their newest product from this line, which I'm really enjoying. Again, have not used these quite yet, but I think they will be perfect for Valentine's Day. So if you have kids, if you have someone that loves to bake in the kitchen, or you want to just do something fun, definitely snag these. They are so cute. Again, silicone for easy cleanup. They have all the dimensionals. You'll see a fun little picture in their advertisement on what they come out like. Looking forward to using these for some Valentine's Day content for y'all. And I love that they're silicone because you don't have to worry about anything getting stuck in there. It comes right out. And then you have their mitts there, and it's great and easy, unbreakable, non-breakable, to be able to make those fun little desserts for Valentine's Day. So I can throw those in my drawer and not have to worry about kids breaking or anything like that, and they wash up really, really good. Love those. Okay, so the next thing I want to talk about, they are so cute, I agree. I'm going to click on that real quick, just as that hand, it's that battery operated, I couldn't think of the word, battery operated handheld frother. I feel like everybody needs that in their kitchen for protein shakes, for not just frothing. I prefer this for my froth. The electric steamer frother, I prefer that hands down over the handheld, but I use the handheld for all things instant or protein shakes for an easy, quick kind of mix up. Okay, let's talk about this. You've seen this before, haven't you? Okay, of course, the Stanley craze, right? But how fun is this little thing? So you put it on top there. We were at the movies a little earlier because we just had to get out of the house. This is like the umpteenth day in a row of snow days, and we're kind of over being in the house, so we decided to go out to the movie. But how fun would this have been to bring with me? So if you're having a movie night at home, they probably wouldn't have appreciated me bringing it into the movie theater. But can you imagine Netflixing at home, watching your show at home with your favorite drink? Hopefully that's water. Hopefully you're hydrating with those big Stanleys or those 40 ounces. But this is a fun little tray that holds all your snacks. So you got your cheese, your popcorn, your Cheez-Its, your puffs, cheesy puffs. What kind of snacks did you put in here? Would you put peanuts? Would you put something healthy? But I love this because it goes with you, and you have your snack right there with you as you're sitting and chilling out. You can eat your popcorn and have your snack too. And I think it's designed for sure for the top of your Stanley. Let me see if I can get this off here. I pushed it down too far. There we go. But you can also utilize this like this in your car. So if you want to go, it obviously doesn't stay down as you're walking with it, but when you go to put your cup in your cup holder, if you set that down first and then put your cup, it's going to come up just like this. I wish I could have a picture of this. I've seen it. So I could show you how this works, but put your popcorn, your snacks here. If you're a baseball mom like me or a track mom and you're constantly running and gunning and you need your snack and your drink with you because you are literally on the go 24/7, this would be a good hack for you. So it's not just for the top. You put it on where you put your cup in your car holder, and then that comes right up to it, and you'll have your snack there too. How fun is that, right? It's so fun. It's really kind of, when I saw it at first, I was like, whatever, that's hilarious. It's hilarious, but it's so functional. It's so functional, I love it. Okay, and I did link 2 of those because I like the hot pink one, but I wanted to show you a couple different colors. And it looks like they're both on sale. So the Meet a Snack Bowl for a Stanley or a 40 ounce, doesn't have to be a Stanley. I believe it's for a 30 ounce too. It's 25% off. And there's one from the other brand that's 37% off, which is the one that I have because I wanted the hot pink. Yeah. And they're both on sale. This one is the white frothing machine that I was talking about earlier. And it looks like it's 27% off. It's not pink. This one does come in a variety of different colors that I just demonstrated, but the white one is the one that I've had for a long time. Okay, let's talk about this gravy boat. This is part of that Casadella collection that I love. This has been used. We use this. We didn't have Thanksgiving at home, but we definitely would have used this for Thanksgiving at home if we would have had it at home, but we were traveling. But this gravy boat is just so sleek and so gorgeous. Again, it's that marble look, so every piece is going to be unique, which I love. So not everything looks the same, right? It's got a little tray for the gravy boat. And I don't know about you, but I love chocolate gravy. So I included this in my own kitchen must-haves for Valentine's Day because I thought of chocolate gravy when I was thinking of this. Have you ever had chocolate gravy? Comment below and let me know. If you haven't, you're missing out, my friends. Chocolate gravy over biscuits, even if it touches your eggs and bacon, oh my goodness, it's absolutely delicious to die for. But this is a great little gravy boat for just that, for your chocolate gravy, for any type of sauces, cranberry sauces, or any sort of like compotes or anything that you might be utilizing and using for a style of gravy. I love the looks of this one. It's just very clean and it's hard to kind of get. Let me see if I can touch the screen and get a better view here. I think if I hold it up, there you go, that's better. Just so pretty, so sleek, the design, very modern, love it. It's absolutely gorgeous. Looks great on every table with any style of dishes that you might have. It looks great with. It is so cute. Chocolate gravy is like the Midwestern Southern staple of breakfast. You know, like flour sausage gravy. It's similar to that, but it doesn't have sausage in it. It's pure amazingness is what it is. Oh, did they really? Oh, that's so fun that they made it at the 4-H meeting. I definitely, El Jarrett, where are you from? I think it's a Midwestern/Southern thing. It's something I grew up with. It is a recipe that I talked about earlier that my mom had written out that I have of hers from growing up when we were kids. And now my kids ask for it for dinner a lot of times because we're so hectic in the mornings trying to get out for school most days that we don't have a whole lot of time to make chocolate gravy in the morning unless it's the weekend. Okay, next thing that I want to check out, and I love the pricing on that white gravy marble bowl too. It's such a great pricing on that. Good quality. The next thing that I want to chit chat about really quickly is this fun little charcuterie board. I love it. I bought it last year. I got a lot of use out of it last year, and I brought it up to talk about it again today. Because when you are doing a fun little spread, this just adds a little dimension to your charcuterie spread. I love the pink and the gold. It's absolutely gorgeous. You've got the fork, you've got the spreader, you've got the little knife and the little serving knife. So great for cheeses and for, getting those olives, things like that. So I love to utilize it. It definitely has the pH down at the bottom for her signature. It's bamboo. You don't want to put that in the dishwasher because it's wooden, right? And it's got the pink on it. I love it. It looks really cute. If you ever made those salami or pepperoni, salami works the very best. I will tell you ahead of time. Roses, it's really cute with that to make a few salami roses. Put some fun little chocolates or a nice little soft cheese here. And then have these around with different styles of savory and sweet and salty, fun things for the Valentine's Day. But this works also good. I mean, it's got a heart, but I think of Valentine's Day, but also so good for Mother's Day as well. But such a great, cute little board. I love charcuterie boards when I can put different styles of trays together and kind of make individual ones. So maybe this might be a dessert one, whereas this one might be a more of a savory or a fresh one. So I love being able to put different styles of boards together on my big long table, or if you have an island in your kitchen, you can do little separate boards and just get creative and have fun. I've seen charcuterie boards with fast food items on there. So if you're not one to like cook or put things together, you can even do a fast food charcuterie board or all dessert charcuterie board. But this little one I love from the Paris Hilton collection with the pink. It's so cute and it's so elevated with the fun kind of crystal pink handles with the gold. I just think it's so cute. It's got the little pink trivet here for anything soft cheeses or maybe some olives, different things that you might put on that would roll off the board. Just a great, cute little tray for gifting or for utilizing and using over the next few months and throughout the year. Really, it's so cute. I love it. And that one, I believe, was out of stock for a while and it's back in stock now. So I'm happy to hear that. So this next one, just because it's right next to me, was the puffer jacket that I was wearing. I wanted to include that because I was wearing that today. The puffer jacket, if you don't, it's not a jacket, it's a vest. If you don't have a puffer vest, friends, vests are where it's at, especially when it's super cold. Like I layered with this vest today and put a coat over the top when I went out. But you know, throughout this winter season, undoubtedly it'll get a little bit warmer because it's freezing cold right now. But when it gets warmer and it's not quite cold enough for a coat, but it's warmer where you don't want to wear a coat, but you know you're going to get cold if you don't wear a coat, the puffer vests are definitely the answer. It keeps you warm without getting you like too bundled up or too constricted. So I love this. I love that it has the fun high kind of turtleneck. You can zip it all up and keep yourself nice and warm. But I just think it's really cute and fashionable too. But I got it here and it looks like it's 42% off. Holy moly. Oh, only for 2 hours though, it says. So if you're thinking about getting that, it comes in a variety of different colors. I did the pink. But 42% off is a great, great price. It shows it at $23 right now. So this is a good one. Oh, funny, Ed. I'm sure, yeah. If you see her coat, when was that? I feel like I'm losing all my days on Sunday night. Gosh, it was a home game, and I'm from Kansas City. Freezing cold, and she had quite the fun jacket that night. Okay, so yeah, that one's a great, great price. It looks like there's a clickable coupon included with that too. So hopefully I'm back. It glitched out on me for a moment. Okay, I think I'm back. Good. Okay, so this next one is this Dutch oven. And I have just featured this one right here. This is a Dutch oven, enamel oven, and it's heart-shaped. So let me see if I can find it to tell you a little bit about the ins and outs of this one. 2-quart. This is not something that you're going to put a stew in or anything like that, but this is something that's going to be like a side dish. And what I love about this, I love little baby Dutch ovens. It's adorable. It's pink. It's cute. It's not just great for Valentine's Day. It's great for Mother's Day too. There's a couple of variations of this, and I just decided to go ahead and link up the Paris Hilton one. But the enameled cast iron is definitely great for not only cooking, but for cleaning too. I love cast iron, prefer enamel because it's easier to clean up. And it's really cute to set out in your kitchen. It's gorgeous. It's perfect. The little handles on it with a little gold heart. Very, very cute, very, very festive. And not just great for Valentine's Day, but great for Mother's Day as well. Okay, I'm scrolling through here really quickly to see if there's any unanswered questions. If you have a question and you haven't asked yet, then definitely ask and I'll go back through and answer. I think I've gone through all my products. If you missed the tutorial on the cold foam and hot foam demonstration, you'll definitely want to go back and rewatch that. You can, this will be up on my Amazon page so you can go and watch it at any time. Okay, I think that's it. Thank you so much for joining me today. I had so much fun. Hopefully it was a little bit of a reprieve if you feel like you're stuck in and cooped up in this wintertime weather of being able to hang out with me. I appreciate it. Hope you have an amazing, amazing day.